In the twilight of the 19th century, Lawrence Phipps harbored a dream that transcended his modest upbringing in Pittsburgh. Whispers of fortunes and tales of grandeur surrounded his uncle Henry Phipps, the second largest shareholder of Carnegie Steel. Every night, Lawrence would lie in bed, envisioning a life where he too danced with opulence. Mustering courage one day, Lawrence shared his aspirations with his uncle. Recognizing the same drive he once had, Henry gave Lawrence a chance, hiring him as a mere clerk. Lawrence's dedication and astute business acumen did not go unnoticed. The years transformed him, not just in position, but in stature, culminating in his appointment as the first vice president of Carnegie Steel. From the boy who once dreamed of excessive wealth in the muted glow of a lantern, Lawrence found himself amidst a reality richer than his most extravagant dreams. With wealth beyond comprehension, it was time to make tangible the intangible. It was time for him to finally build his first dream house. His grand Pittsburgh mansion was constructed from Pompeian brick and embellished further with architectural elements carved from red Portage sandstone. It was perched high on a hill, with rambling, perfectly manicured gardens trimmed in the same red sandstone balustrade. From its upper terraces, water could be seen soaring from fountains, misting the panoramic views of rolling hills, earning the estate the name Grandview. And for as imposing and intricately ornamented as the facade appeared, it was but a tease of the grandeur harbored within the home. The main hall, with bronze architectural features, including a cast bronze staircase, was complemented by green silk wall coverings and red carpets, framing the entrance as an art gallery full of centuries-old statues. The French Renaissance library continued, with a lavish blue moire silk wall treatment above the half-height red mahogany bookcases, sealed off with leaded glass panels. The Moorish smoking room was assembled in Asia before being dismantled and reassembled in Grandview. Antique European tapestries were planned to be framed by old-growth black walnut millwork. This connected to the billiard room, which was touted to be one of the finest rooms of its kind by the Architectural Record. The dining room, designed in the Flemish style, boasted oxblood red, hand-tooled leather walls framed by oak millwork. Each room was given special attention to detail, with each boasting its own unique wood type, such as the white mahogany drawing room hung with green silk tapestries. All 14 of the bedrooms even included their own private three-piece en-suites. By 1901, at the age of 39, Lawrence had amassed a fortune substantial enough to sustain not just him, but several generations of his descendants. Choosing to pivot from business, he retired and later relocated to Denver, Colorado, setting his sights on a new venture in politics while his turnkey investments continued to pay out. While he waited for his new house in Denver to be completed, he rented one of the finest limestone palaces in the city. Then, he moved into Belcaro, his 33,000 square foot Georgian mansion boasting more than 70 rooms. The grand stair hall, with steel balustrade and marble treads, was more refined than his previous home. This space is decorated with antique European tapestries on the walls, and the stair landing plays host to a grandfather clock, which was a housewarming gift from Andrew Carnegie himself. Opposite the grand staircase, and in keeping with the Georgian style, the dining room boasts a rich history. The 250-year-old knotty pine paneling had been salvaged from a colonial-era house in the US before being sent off to England to be refinished, then installed in the new house. Though far older than the walls, the dining room set had been repurposed from the ceiling beams of a 500-year-old house in Santo Domingo. Walking down the hall, finished out with floor-to-ceiling paneling, a grand Georgian portal allows us to peek into the 1,000-square-foot drawing room. The drawing room is adorned with Austrian oak paneling, and framed by fluted pilasters above the fireplace, a bald eagle can be seen freeing itself from the intricate relief work. Another room which was imported was the 400-year-old Jacobean billiard room. Many of the wall panels were retrofitted to become hidden storage for various pool accessories. The grand mansion continued with many luxurious rooms, demonstrating a refined but rich taste that only comes with age. Lawrence happily enjoyed the mansion with his third wife Margaret for many years. After his passing, she donated the mansion to the University of Denver. Meanwhile, Grandview had become viewed as outdated and was torn down to make way for new development. The University of Denver cherished Belcaro, being mindful of its architectural merit while adapting it for academic use. In 2010, they sold Belcaro to a couple who reverted it back into a private residence. We viewed two very different mansions today. Did you have a favorite? Let me know down below in the comments section. And while you're there, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you never miss an exciting episode of This House.